Tinahacks.
Hello. And on our beautiful couch.
I am RogueLink.
I am TheSoundDefense.
And
this is TASBot.
We have TASBot here to bless this run, so.
I'm blaming all RNG on TASBot.
Yeah, I definitely will be as well. So
everything.
Welcome to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. We will be doing the all dark magic because of you generous donors out there actually donating for that. So thank you so much for making this run happen. And I don't have a lot to say about that. So.
Yeah. It was a lot, and you guys stepped up real quick. Yep. We have not been here long.
No, we have not.
It's been 4 hours.
Yep.
All right.
So should we get this party started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'll count it down. So for Shantae, everybody, it's Ret 2 go. So all at once, Ret 2 go!
All right. So Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, if you've played a Shantae game before, this one is pretty different. There are no transformations because Shantae doesn't have her genie powers. So instead, you acquire pirate abilities that allow you to move further and faster, which we're going to see right now. We're going to see just how fast this game is.
Right, this is pirate mode, so you unlock this by beating the game on normal mode, and you're able to do all the crazy stuff right out of the gate. So you can see this dash right away. I'm sure one of them's going to jump in the air here soon, so we can see the cannonballs and the cape/hat. It gets really nuts really fast.
They're attacking a lot of these guards right now because they are trying to get some extra gems and maybe some lucky drops because RNG, it's an interesting relationship with RNG. It doesn't make or break a run, but in a race you sort of gamble on how good your RNG is going to be, and so you change your strats.
Right, it seems like neither runner has gotten the absolutely crazy drop yet, but there's still 1 or 2 more kills that we can still get it. They're using the pike ball here so they can really quickly break through these bridges, and they're just going to plow through with the sword.
Right, and this pike ball is going to last all the way up until the first boss. And there is a strat that I do where you...
Oh
no.
Both of us.
Yeah, they both got it.
Oh, goodness. So they were trying to jump over a cutscene trigger, and they unfortunately failed. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate to see. But, yeah, they're about to face off against the first boss, the Ammo Baron.
Oh, that's $20.
Yep.
Yeah, it's $10 for every accidental pause, by the way.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things running. We'll talk them as they come up. Tina getting a charge already, I think. Yep. Otherwise, not too bad. They both finished it up. Ammo Baron can be a big bit of RNG right out of the gate, which is really unfortunate, but everything seems to be going okay. Oh, wow, that was pretty quick. That was pretty quick for JT.
Yeah, only 2 charges. That's not too bad.
Yeah, Tina is not having a good time with this boss, unfortunately. Her pike ball ran
she's
out.
not too far behind. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Pretty good boss fight for both of them.
So now the giant plot dump of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we care about the plot, we could say it, or otherwise we could have a donation or 2.
Yeah, I could read a quick donation. We had a $500 donation from Seraph the Fourth, who says, Tina, you have been such an incredible force in my life. Thank you so much for everything you do, and good luck on the run. Thanks, love.
Go ahead with another.
Yeah,
or first, shout-outs to Trap Tub.
Yeah, Trap Tub. Everyone likes Trap Tub.
Oh, yeah.
We also had a $50 donation from Tinkerbat. Who says, here's the no crashes and good RNG. Tinahacks is my favorite speedrunner, and JTNoriMaki is a class act.
Also, shoutouts to the sweet, risky theme.
Yes, absolutely. Music in this game is done by Jake Kaufman.
It's so good.
You'll also know from Shovel Knight. He is a legend. So here we go. This is what you donated for right here. This is a Cacklebat. You defeat it and you receive a bit of dark magic in return. In any percent, you only fight this one, but because you all donated, they're going to find another 19 scattered all around the world.
Yeah, there's none in dungeons, but they're all over the place. Yeah, good fight from both of them. Very solid.
Extremely well done. JT has a little bit of a lead here, but I suspect this thing is going to change hands a couple of times before we're done.
Oh, easily.
First thing we need to...
missed the first Void Walk.
Yeah, so he's going to do a save right now. This save is mandatory. You are not allowed to leave the town until you save. And then after that, we are going to see the one glitch that just breaks the game. Also, they're picking up a library card because they need to get smarter to beat this run.
So welcome to the risky shuffle. So you noticed JT going back and forth there, and Tina's about to do it as well. Basically, there's this dash that you can see JT doing right now with the sword, and we're able to do that very quickly and over a very short amount of distance. It's supposed to be a sort of running speed kind of thing, but we're able to do it very, very easily, and it's big skips. Tina getting a pike ball here, which is really nice. She's gonna getting another pike ball. At least let me finish my sentence, Tina. Jeez.
Tina does hacks.
And she's picking up a little bit of extra money because she has a slightly different shopping route than Nori does. Meanwhile, Nori is in the sewer, and he's going to do another glitch here.
That's nice.
He uses his scimitar, pins himself between the enemy and the ceiling. And what that does is it lets him kill the enemy multiple times while the hitbox is still active, so he can get multiple drops off of a single enemy.
Oh,
Having a little bit of trouble with where the Cacklebat's jumping, but he got there. He got there eventually. He also had some kind of bad luck with the flesh pops, but all you need is 3 flesh pops coming out of here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
yeah, I actually think the first thing gave me 3, so we should be good.
Yeah, I think you are fine. More flesh pops, the better, because any spares can be used for animation skips later in the run.
Right, and we'll bring those up if anyone decides to do them. They have some extra flesh pops, so we might be seeing some.
This travel brochure is basically a sequence break that pirate mode allows you to do very easily. It reduces a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing that a lot, where we're going to be picking up items seemingly out of the blue that you're intended to kind of backtrack and explore levels in order to find and collect. But since this is pirate mode and we already have everything, we just get it while we're there.
There are like 2 instances of forced backtracking in the game.
Yeah.
We sort of route it so that it coincides with picking up other collectibles we would have had to get anyway. It also coincides with a little bit of murder, but we will get more into that when it becomes relevant.
Well, there is a reason I say that this is Shantae and the very bad, horrible, terrible day, so.
So now I think they're going to be racing back through here. You'll notice that on the way here, they were running into all the Scarecrow enemies, which slowed them down a bit. That's because these enemies, if you're lucky, they can give you some really nice drops. So they're both going to be hoping for good RNG, maybe some monster milk, or angry food, as it's called internally.
JT soaring through the air to get to this Cacklebat.
Yeah.
It's really important that he maintains momentum there so that he can get an extra bit of damage first hitting that Cacklebat, just decreasing that fight a little bit more.
Tina, on the other hand, she is stopping to pick up a few more gems. This is one of the route divergences that the 2 of them do. So something you're going to see Tina doing here is she is going to leave the room as the Cacklebat's exploding and then walk back in. This skips a very long explosion animation, and it saves a whole bunch of...
Oh, he got it!
He got
that's $10.
It's got the void walk. Very well done. It does almost nothing for your time, but it looks awesome.
Oh, it looks so good.
Also, always return things you borrow. We just returned a library card and got $100.
Tina, unfortunately, dropping some momentum there, but getting rewarded with a lobster tail and a pike ball.
Man, these are some generous scarecrows for one person specifically.
Yeah, they're definitely not being scarebros today for me.
Nope. All right, Nori is off to the first major island area. This is Saliva Island. You'll see why shortly. In the meantime, Tina is going to do some shopping. The standard shop here is 3 pirate flares and a super pike ball, but she is picking up a whole bunch of pirate flares and a super pike ball. Pirate flares are useful because they let you immediately exit an island and return to the ship, and a super pike ball, you will see a little later why we buy it.
Now, JT's skipping a room that you're supposed to go through in terms of the plot and development and stuff. But what he's going to do is he's going to grab this ham stink right here and use the cannon upgrade to basically go backwards. You're supposed to drop down in this area, but since we have the last upgrade, this cannon, which is basically a triple mid-air jump, we're able to just take the short path. And a really good cackle fight there. That one can be pretty tricky.
Yeah, the room layout makes that extremely difficult. I got very fortunate on him moving the way he did.
On Tina's screen, you can see Twitch and Vinegar. They're very sad because they wanted to swim, but the water's turned off.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to try and turn the water back on. JT flying up here. There's another Cacklebat up here. Right.
So that's intended. It saves something like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that?
I think not quite that much. Maybe more like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but basically there's a cutscene with this thing waking up and blinking, which we just avoid by pausing 3 times for some reason.
We don't know why it works. By the way, the water is back on.
Yeah, the lava conveniently coming from this, yeah, we don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to spend a few seconds standing in this, so.
All right, Tina killing her Cacklebat extremely quickly. Well done.
What's the word they use in game? Viscous?
Yes.
Warm and viscous.
And it smells like bath salts.
Oh, by the way, this was Saliva Island.
Yes, it was Saliva
Just wanted to
Island.
remind the audience of that.
There we go. It's a beach party.
Yep.
And Tina is arriving there as well. Nori is proceeding to the first dungeon and also sort of the second dungeon at the same time.
Yeah, we should have met this guy earlier, and we go to this whole long thing, and it gives us a ring, but we don't actually care. So we're going to do the first thing that comes to mind, which is turn him to stone and hope he doesn't die.
He's fine.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
There totally isn't a pile of rubble or anything. Right? Right, guys? He's fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
No
okay.
problem.
Okay.
He's giving us a thumbs up from down below.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure that pile of rubble is purely a coincidence.
It was there the whole time.
So this is the Spittle Maze, and this is the Drizzle Fountain. This is an Easter egg that the developers hid in the game, but we actually use it in the run. Can you explain why, RogueLink?
Yeah, sure. So there's 2 keys that we're going to pick up here and not use right away. It's real convenient for us that keys can actually be shared throughout the entire game. So any dungeon, any level can use any key from anywhere, which is great for us because we can pick up these 2 keys, and this dungeon doesn't require you to use the keys to progress. So we're going to get these 2 keys, warp out of this area, get some gems while we're here, and it's going to save us several minutes later in the run.
Right. We're getting these keys are much faster than other keys we would have to get in a very slow and tedious portion of the speed run.
Okay, no food.
Oh, Nori, he was looking to see if he could do an animation skip, but he didn't have any spare food. Tina takes a little bit of damage as Nori death warps out of the dungeon.
Let's see if he gets the monster milk.
That's a gem.
Nope, no dice.
Nah, it's extremely unlikely.
Yeah, so just some more rare drops that we like to keep an eye out for.
Tina is getting the second key as well. Would now be a good time for one donation?
Okay. We have a $30 donation from TKY619. It says, hey guys, want to wish you both the best on your Shantae race whilst praying to the RNG gods. Ret to go!
Ret to go!
Show that pirate master who the true rulers of Sequinland are. And P.S. Forget the frames, kill the Barneys.
So Turkey is our main world record holder across the entire series, pretty much. He's got just about every category except for one where he just recently got beat by Majadi, who I believe donated earlier. So thank you, Turkey, for the donation. We'll see what happens to Barney.
So this boss coming up that JT is about to start is going to use the same glitch that we used for those flesh pops earlier, and he's going to pogo against the ceiling. Basically how that works is when you're using the downward sword attack that Tina's using right now, if you hit the ceiling, it resets your animation and basically turns it into a buzzsaw.
Right. So that was just one phase. There's still more to go, but it's going to be second verse, same as the first. Oh, that was excellent.
There we go. Fantastic.
Now
Good fight.
Tina is going to try the same thing here. Hopefully she has as good execution as Nori does. Sure.
There we go.
And let's see here. Yes, there is that eyeball. It can go either left or right. And so you just sort of have to jump based on an audio cue and hope that it moves the right way.
There we go.
Very
Tina also
nice
having
work.
a very good fight. Well done, both of you.
All right. Don't get the heart squid. Never get the heart squid.
Yeah, you know, I didn't know you can just hold the hat button there to get over that till like 2 weeks ago.
I did not know that until just now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just hold the button.
I'm learning new things every day.
Definitely makes that trick easier.
All right, so it's time for Spiderweb Island, which is everyone's favorite island. It's especially Nori's favorite island because it has the best part of the game.
So about donations.
Yeah, yeah. What are our rules for donations here?
So I believe we're donating an amount per death in Run Run Roddy Tops. Run Run Roddy Tops is kind of like an auto-scroller, but we still try to squeak what time save we can out of it.
Here, Nori doing another sequence break, picking up an item that's going to be used several islands from now. Tina is landing on the island as well. It looks like they are, looks like Nori has a good lead, but Tina has been intentionally getting more gem farming in the hopes that she will not have to do as much shopping as Nori will.
Right, I think Tina also bought more pirate flares than Nori did, so we're already up a shopping trip here.
Yeah, so it's the route differences, they're very interesting in this particular category. So we don't really know who's ahead. But we do know who's about to have some fun.
So speaking of good songs,
Oh yeah.
how do you feel about Old Spice?
I think I was not prepared for this joke, I'm sorry. What do you think of Old Spice?
I have no idea. Basically, there's a really hilarious Old Spice remix of this song that's pretty good. JT
right.
making it past the gatekeeper, which is really good.
You know, he's going to do some tricky foot movement here. If you're very quick and precise, you can sneak past these tongues without taking damage to them. If you screw it up, it's better to just wait it out, otherwise you will definitely get hurt. But he had a very good tongue section there. He walked back and forth above that one enemy in order to bait it into sticking its tongue out, which saves a little bit of time.
Getting a pretty good cycle in the...
Ooh. Uh-oh. That's one.
Hopefully it's only one. Okay, it's only the one. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that is the gatekeeper, and he decides based on his own whims whether you will pass or not. They like to challenge the gatekeeper. I do not.
You don't?
I never do.
Oh, I did not know you'd do that. Yeah, it basically saves time to die like once or twice over waiting. In a nutshell, something like that.
All right, so yeah, these spikes, they're basically stolen from Super Mario World, and you can't really speed that section up. You just gotta wait it out.
Yep, you can get kind of lucky on the first Crusher cycle, and this one that JT is going through right now, but it's not up to you.
Well, here's time for another fun enemy, the Tombstone Krabs. You're gonna see them jumping over random tombstones. Some of these enemies, they have the potential to jump up and run towards you and damage you. We don't know when or if they'll hop up.
Stake jump.
Oh, very nice work there. The run validation in progress.
Oh, 2 stake jumps.
There's another one. Yeah, looks like you should be hurt. If you time it right, you just like phase through the enemy and don't get hurt. It's very interesting.
I have yet to do a successful stake jump. I think I did it once on accident, and that was literally it.
Wait, this is one of my favorite enemies in the game. These are the Kissy Robots, because they want to kiss you. Pay attention to their lips. They got big old smoochy lips.
They are really weird. This whole section has a lot of really weird enemies, if I'm perfectly honest.
Oh yeah, we haven't even seen the weirdest one yet.
Yep.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay.
I was not ready for that.
All right, so Nori, he's about halfway through here. Tina is making her way through the Kissy Robot room. She's doing it very well here. Both of them having a really excellent run on Roddy Top.
Yeah, this has been really solid so far.
So this is the most interesting enemy.
Yeah, these are the Stevens, and the Stevens shoot mini Stevens. Who was it that named them in the tournament again?
Cabbage game.
Cabbage,
right,
yes.
Right. First race, just called them Stevens, and it stuck.
Ooh, gates of hell are closed for Nori.
Yep,
So he's
that's unfortunate.
got to wait that cycle out. If you're wondering why we call them Stevens, it's because the other names are not marathon safe.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so Nori's now in the final room, and this throws every enemy at you at once. And at the very end is a very tight hallway where it's easy to die and just lose 40 seconds.
Right, it's a super long room, and any small mistake, you just go right back to the beginning. We haven't really talked about it, but Run Roddy Tops kind of runs on its own rules where you don't have health, but everything's an instant kill, and you go back to the start of the room. And in long rooms like this with super crazy... Don't pincer! Oh, I can't watch. I'm watching. Ooh,
He's made it. He is out of Run Roddy Tops.
that was really close. Yeah, that gets a round of applause.
Yeah. Tina is entering the last room as well. She also had the gates of hell closed, and she also, I think, did not do the taco jump.
Oh, I did the taco jump.
You did?
Oh, everyone does taco jumps.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, do you not do taco jumps?
I do taco jumps.
Everyone loves tacos. Why would you not like tacos?
Exactly.
Well, I prefer eating tacos. Jumping.
See, the
tacos.
crowd likes tacos.
Yeah. All right, so Tina is progressing through the final room.
Let's see how it goes.
Final stretch. No pincer. Oof. Oh, she had very good luck.
Oh,
going
that
through
was
there.
really good.
She's done as
Good
well.
job, Tina.
Yep.
These two are on a really close pace. This is an excellent race so far.
Yep. And speaking of Shantae memes,
Oh, yeah?
you know what smells?
Is it this shriveled thing?
It's possible. Let's see what he tells us. Yeah, it smells.
It smells.
It smells. And you can't skip that dialogue for some reason. It's one of the few in the game. You can't skip that dialogue. No idea why.
It was really important to Way Forward that we all know that the shriveled thing smells.
JT getting another Catacombs kill. Very clean. Very clean.
And he, I think, is going to do a thing that I'm reminding him to do right now, just in case he doesn't forget.
Yep. There's also something here called a delayed dash, where you notice that he did the dash through the screen transition. If he just started the dash in that previous room, he would have stopped. So what we do is we sort of turn on the dash state during the screen transition, and then we hit the button in the next room, and we just sail through. It's great.
So that save is one of my safeties because this is one of my notorious areas for the game to suddenly decide it doesn't want to work anymore. So that's the reason for that save right there.
Fingers crossed.
I'm pretty sure it's just your computer that's the problem.
There we
I'm
go.
starting to think so, yeah.
Let's clap for not crashing.
All right, so this right here, Tina also picking up and doing a very clean delayed dash here. The reason we do that is because for some reason there is a small invisible wall that will stop your dash dead unless you do that delayed dash. So Nori, he is going to go face the Bat Gal, and we are hoping for a Nori flare.
I think that's actually the first pike ball JT's gotten too. So it's very important that we have one. Yeah, it was. So it's very important we have one for this fight. It speeds it up quite a bit.
It's not a too difficult fight, but is it? Oh, it's a super monster milk.
That's actually really good.
Yeah,
but
that's exactly what I want to see, but I was hoping for Flare as well.
yeah, a flare would have been pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
A pirate flare is normally a 1% drop, but with Nordy, it's like an 80% drop.
At
we don't
least.
know why.
Well, that's not where I want to go.
Tina, I think Tina's gotten like 6 pike ball drops
Yes,
this run.
she is flush with pike balls at this time.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if this is a super pike ball from the bat. Called shot.
Oh,
she didn't get anything.
Unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, super monster milk. The critical items, there's 3. There's the super monster milk, increases your damage. Super pike ball summons these spinning pike balls to help you out. And the pirate flare warps you back to the start of an island.
Yeah, we're going to see the Super Pike Ball here soon, actually, on the boss coming up. But the big difference between the Pike Ball and the Super Pike Ball is they both do the same amount of damage, but as the normal Pike Ball only has one spiked thing circling you, the Super Pike Ball is going to have 3, so your DPS is significantly faster.
Yeah. And against this boss specifically, a Super Pike Ball is absolutely vital.
It's incredible.
We're going to see a very interesting glitch in the jumping mechanics here.
Hopefully.
You got this.
Oh, unfortunate. Tina taking that. Yeah, those spikes, unfortunately, if you get hit by them, you go back to the start of the room in all cases. Nori right here, what he's doing, there's an interesting glitch where if you jump and whip and then take damage, you don't get knocked back and your jumps reset. So if you're really skilled at what you're doing, you can just hover infinitely around the damage spot of the Empress Spider and kill it extremely fast.
It also means there's a lot of tension in this fight.
Oh!
Yeah. Just in time.
One hit away from losing his auto potion. But Tina is right on his heels. She is starting the Empress Spider fight.
Yep, let's see how this one... Ooh, yeah, this is looking... Ooh, okay, she fell out,
Yeah.
but still going really well.
In an ideal fight, that is what it looks like the entire time, just jumping, hanging around, and doing constant damage.
Yep, it's possible to maintain that and do it and still have 2 hits left, but usually you're down to 1.
And you do not want to lose all of...
There we go.
Very nice work. All right, so you really don't want to lose all your health here because you have an item called an auto potion that'll automatically restore your health, but you want it for the final boss because the final boss does 2 full hearts of damage with every hit. You'll notice that's exactly how much health they have.
Yep, we do not get any hearts throughout this entire run. Even in 100%, you don't get any hearts throughout the entire run because you don't actually need to cash them in.
Tina picking up the dark magic after the dungeon is complete. She basically did the entire dungeon to skip the explosion animation.
It was a very long explosion animation.
It was very long.
Very long.
That was agony for that cackleback. By the way,
Oh, what'd we get?
a super monster, and he
milk.
also
Nice.
got a bubble shield from the initial green spiky guys.
Right, I think we're up to 1 bubble shield and 2 super monster milks for JT. I don't know if Tina has any supers at the moment.
I do not.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So here we have the X-ray glasses.
We're not going to talk about why he wanted those, right?
No, we're not. So we basically start, this is one of the 2 backtracking sections of the game. We want to get into that huge temple, but we need to know the passcode. And it's impossible to guess because the correct passcode is not set until you find all the pieces of it.
Right. The way to the passcode also is very conveniently next to a really good grinding spot for money, which is super convenient because we're going to need a lot of resources to get through all of the bosses from here on out.
Do you think this is a good donation time right
Yeah,
here?
this would be a pretty good spot for a couple donations.
All right, excellent. I just want to point out real quick that we have only been running the marathon now for about 4.5 hours, and we're already at over $100,000
That's
raised.
crazy.
That's awesome.
And
Well
that
done,
is
everybody.
ridiculous. So thank you so much to everybody who's been donating to Doctors Without Borders.
Oh, Tina getting a bubble shield real quick.
We did have a $10 donation here from LOZ Cards Fan 23. Hey folks, great to see some Shantae at SGDQ. Best of luck to both JTNoriMaki and Tinahacks, and may the school food be plentiful. JT knows what I'm talking about, apparently.
Yeah, look, congratulations, LOZ. You just got one, so there you go.
Yeah, so JT having a little trouble getting through the mermaid room. Tina's about to get a chance at it, but that mummy thing, because I can't do words right now, apparently. That's the thing that we were looking for the whole time. You're supposed to come here first and find out exactly what they are, but you collect 3 of those sketches in the sarcophagi, whatever, and that's what gets you the password.
So we got one right here, and we're about to get another one, but there is one man who stands in our way. We have to eliminate him. Excellent.
Rip Joe.
Yep.
I'll miss him. We'll never see him ever again.
Yep.
Ever again.
F for
Ever
Joe.
again.
It's too bad, too. He has a good mustache.
Yeah,
He
funky fresh.
He
Very
really,
funky fresh.
really does. It's the best mustache. The game implies that this is not the first of Sky's boyfriends that has been inadvertently killed by her father.
Inadvertently in heavy air quotes there.
All right, so Nori, he is going back to Tanline Island for some more potential drops and to get the third and final piece of the code. And here we have Skeleton Way. Let's hope it treats him well.
Ooh, wow.
That was at least one super pike ball
Was
in there.
there a super in there? I missed it.
I am almost positive there was at least one.
Well, that's good. And a hidden gem spot. There's actually a bunch of those in the games where you can just ram into the wall and money will pop out. I don't think there's any visual indicator. You just happen to stumble across it.
Yeah, nothing on the way back.
Tina getting just a pike ball, but I'm pretty sure she's literally capped on pike balls at this point, so she's fine. No supers, so that's a problem.
All right, so I'm going to remember Nori's code if you remember Tina's code.
Oh, no.
There
we go. Tina
Hey.
getting a super.
All right, these Scorp Gals, they are the best enemy in the game because they are guaranteed to drop something. It's either 5 gems, a super monster milk, or a super pike ball.
Oh, fish gator gator. I got it easy.
All right, so Nori, you've got fish, lion, lion.
Yep. Oh,
It's fish,
shoot.
lion, lion.
You got. Thank you.
There we go.
Right animals, wrong order. Sorry.
No problem.
And Tina, you got fish gator gator, right?
Yep.
Yes, fish.
Yeah, see, this is the part when I'm doing a run that I'm literally just chanting the password for what feels like forever. I'm
Alright.
terrible with remembering this.
All right, so Nori has just started Metal Gear Shantae, which is where he is stripped of all his items and decent clothes, and he has to sneak past these guards who will instantly send him back to the beginning of the section if he gets caught. This particular room you could go faster through, but it's a very tricky input to do so, and if you mess it up, you can get sent back. So
Yeah, there's a couple ways to do it, some more frame perfect than others, but they're both really tough.
all right, he got through that room quite well. There's one more difficult room after this. And up here, there's some more hidden gems up here. There's 60 of them. Tina's gonna try the chain room.
There we go,
That
nice.
was close, but well done. So now, Nori, he's gonna need to focus on this final room.
Oh, no!
I don't
That's
know how
right.
that happened.
That's really bad. He jumped way too early.
That's unfortunate.
I
So
thought I had that, honestly. That I feel robbed on that one.
I would say the same. It looked good. So that's a really tricky jump right there.
See how Tina does. There we go.
That's all right. So she's
But there's still a little bit more. And hit the guard, as is tradition.
one more difficult jump here.
Nope, I'm
No,
definitely
she's not going
doing
for
that.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can jump over that last guard, and it does save you a decent amount of time, but why would you want to?
It's a really, really narrow window.
It is. What, 5 seconds to lose a minute? Like, that's a good ratio, right?
All right, so this is why we got all those keys earlier on in the run, because otherwise you have to spend like another 2 minutes in this hellhole, and we would rather just go through this fun Easter egg dungeon. All right,
Oh, JT taking it, deciding to take it slow.
Nori has
just in
learned his
case.
lesson.
I honestly can't blame him too much. You can make that?
You can make, yes, you can. That's what I did in my run.
I almost had a panic attack.
So did my wallet.
Oh, by the way, we mentioned the keys, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay.
I was too busy not having a panic attack.
All right, so we're all done here. Anyway, the reason why all of these girls are here in metal bikinis is because they have been mistaken for the long-lost princess of the Tan Line Temple people.
Who we will see shortly.
Oh, it's the best plot. There's the statue of the princess, by the way.
I forget, what was she getting? She just went shopping, right?
She was at the store for 30 minutes.
Yep.
And they kidnapped 4 women. All right, Tina, she has to head back into Tan Line Temple. She killed a Cacklebat early on, unless she didn't and I wasn't paying attention, but I believe she did.
I'm pretty sure she did.
Hope I did.
Yeah, so yeah, there we go. So since we don't have any equipment, that includes the lamp. So we have to remember to come back into this area and actually collect the dark magic itself.
All right, so she is now done with Tanline Temple, and she's extremely happy she doesn't have to go back in. And Nori, he is just leaving as well. So Tina has a bit of a lead here in terms of time, but Nori has had much better drops, and that might end up making up the difference.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if any of them will go for any extra Scorpion Girl kills like Tina's killing right now to try to go for some extra drops. I think they might for a little bit of safety, but who knows? Tina heading for another hidden Cacklebat here. There's a 4 on this island.
We saw one in the temple. There's going to be the second one here. And then the third is in the next room.
Yep. And for a lot of these, you'll notice that we can't do screen transitions. That's because it would not be worth it. You'd end up having to go all the way around, and that's just crazy. So we end up just waiting for these next couple to explode.
Tina going.
Oh, there we go. Super
Tina
Monster
gets the
Milk.
Super
That's
Monster
really good.
And from this one, Super Pike.
There's another Super Pike Ball. Nice.
all right. So in this room here, you'll notice that most of the quicksand has skulls over it, except for this one section that has underneath is a Cacklebat right here.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, that's a very subtle clue to suggest that you should drown yourself in quicksand.
I think it took me an hour to find that in my casual playthrough.
It's an extremely subtle clue.
It's pretty subtle. It's really obvious once you know it's there, but
Yeah.
looking for it, it's not very obvious. Very cleverly hidden, though. I gotta give him that.
Yeah, for sure.
Tina? Are you
Yeah,
getting
I
this
think
first?
she is getting an
Okay.
extra. Yep. She needs the drops.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, that's fair. All right, so Tina got her Cacklebat right there. JT is
Not far behind.
no, not at all.
Yeah,
That was
this room is really awkwardly shaped. Like, there's nowhere that you can short hop, the Cacklebat can short hop, unless you catch him in that top right corner. And it just jumps wide enough so it ends up on that little ledge. So, good way, good fight.
All right, so Tina is now entering the third dungeon, the Lost Catacombs. This is a very, very short dungeon.
Yeah, especially since we already have all items. You're supposed to go through the whole dungeon and everything, and be forced to go to the left, go to the right, run across this room, and then eventually get a sword so that you can go down. But since we already have it, already have the sword, we can just head straight on through.
Right there, Tina was combining the collection of that key with the killing of a Scorp Gal. If you do it right, it's just a free potential item drop.
Right. And picking up this key is kind of similar to what we did earlier, where she's getting this key because it's more convenient and has more drops attached to it. Higher chance to get what we need, which is those Super Pike Balls and Super Monster Milk. Though I'm starting to get a little concerned with everyone's bubble shield counts.
Yeah, Nori has the 1. Tina,
I've got 1.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Tina has 1 as well.
1 is the minimum. 3 to 4 is the absolute perfect that you want.
Yeah, you want 4 for both the second to last boss and all stages of the final boss.
All right, so now Tina's going to do a very difficult trick.
Nope.
No
Yep.
good?
No, I think
Nope.
you're good.
It's not good.
It's good. Nope.
Guarantee it's not good.
All right, so if you time it really well, you can skip that entire crusher in a single dash, but it's really finicky. You only have a couple pixels of leeway, and so I don't blame her for playing it a little bit safe.
I was pretty sure she had it, but I trust Tina's judgment on that one.
Nori gets another Super Monster Milk.
Yeah, JT getting all kinds of good stuff.
Ooh, Tina getting a little steamrolled here. Oh, she is going all out on the Squid Baron.
No risks.
Oh, that looks really good for Nori. He's got a thumbs up.
Yep.
There, very nice.
So Tina going into phase 2 of this fight. I believe she...
I'm going to get a charge.
Is it going to be a charge? There we go.
Oh, there we go. Now, you want this eating phase to happen in the second part of the boss fight, because then you can just wail on the Squid Baron for all kinds of damage, which is what she did to kill the Squid Baron.
And now it's JT's turn to have an attempt just fast enough.
Very nice.
He's going to charge again. Actually got him really quick.
Oh, was it? Okay, I thought he was prepping the charge right when you killed him.
No, he didn't do it, though, so he's going to do it now.
All right. So you got it. There we go. You give him a little bit of charge there, and...
Yeah, see, I was right.
No, I think if you give it a little bit of time to charge, then it skips the charge.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay. I thought he always charged as a metal.
All right, so both people have now killed the boss. Very well done.
Good fights all around.
Absolutely. And one last thing I want to point out before we leave. If you're wondering how they time the Crusher skip, they wait for Shantae to wiggle her butt 4 times, and then they start moving.
Yep, and there's a visual cue of just how much Shantae's hair is clipping into the Crusher as it's coming back up to tell if you're going to make it all in one cycle or not.
All right, so Tina here, she had to go back to Scuttletown in order to get a crucial plot item to enter the next dungeon.
And I believe Tina's heading to the left here to get the last Cackle Bats in the starting town.
Yep. You can pick those up here. You can pick them up at a later trip to Scuttletown as well. And so now Nori, he is going in. Basically, Bolo is really dumb, but you give him something that looks like glasses, and then he feels really smart. And so now you get the death mask that lets you enter the next area. And Bolo's just sort of watching us with his X-ray specs.
Yep. Tina doing my favorite jump in the entire game. Uses all of your resources to get across that gap. It's always fun to watch.
So Nori, he has decided to get the Cackle Bats later as some sort of psychological warfare against Tina. Now, he is on Mudbog Island. This is an absolute nightmare for casual players. There are a ton of enemies who do a lot of damage, but if you're in pirate mode and you know what to do, it is a breeze.
Yep. And not only that, but it's worse in all dark magic because you have to stop.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if he can. That's a very tough trick called Momentumless Boots. It lets you, like, briefly stop your charge and then resume it again with a frame-perfect input. It's really hard. I've never done it.
Yeah, shoutouts to Esco. He's the source of so much of the speed tech in this game.
Oh, no.
He's too close.
Oh, boy.
If you're too far away from the Cackle Bat, you cannot pick it up with the lamp.
That guy just forced me right out of range, so.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's going to give Tina a chance to catch up just a little bit more.
Yeah, XCO is our resident Shantae wizard. Basically, any glitch worth talking about, except for the risky shuffle, he found.
Oh, wow, the one frame pause in there.
Is that a third one? That's
3.
That's 3.
Oh, that's 4?
That's 4.
See,
oh.
he's keeping us honest.
All right. Well, I mean, my wallet would prefer he be a little less honest.
Did you say 4? I think he said 6. I think he said 6.
I think I heard 12. All right. So
four speedrunners bankrupt today.
All right. So this is the Village of Lost Souls. This is where the meat of Mudbog Island actually happens. This is where you run back and forth to pick up 3 mystical coins for a very skill-based and difficult game. We'll see more about it in a little bit.
Ooh, nice. That was a nice cannon.
Yeah, traveling through that room can be pretty tricky, but Nori did it with style.
Yeah, there's a couple ways to time it, and they all look really good.
Yeah. One thing that our runners will probably be doing a lot is if you're charging through a screen transition, if you hold down the jump button, you will automatically jump at a certain point in the next room, and it can be really useful.
What? That's a thing?
What do you mean? Yes, it's a thing.
Oh. Oh, wait, you're talking about buffer jumps. Oh, yeah.
Buffer
I knew about
jumps,
that.
yes.
Yeah, okay. The way you described it, I thought you were talking about something else entirely.
I thought you had been, like, replaced with a pod person or something. All right, so Nori, he's taking out what I believe is the last Cacklebat in this area?
Yes, this is the last Cacklebat here. Trapping it against the ceiling, always really nice.
Yeah, it reduces the amount of time the Cacklebat spends jumping, so you can get back to wailing on it faster. Looks like Tina will be getting at it at another point. Ooh, goodness.
Yeah, this is a really dangerous room. These ghosts are so rude.
Goodness.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
He's fine. Everything's fine.
everything is fine. Those ghosts are really annoying. You also saw them in Spiderweb Island. They appear at random locations. They can appear directly in front of you, and they can even spawn, I think, in your hitbox if you're really unlucky.
Yep. If I remember correctly, they have specific places they can spawn, but if they, like, where they choose to spawn is random.
But JT, he did something very smart. He combined heal with an animation skip. Basically, if you pick up a key, and before you hit the ground after picking up that key, you can use a food item and skip the collection animation with the much shorter food eating animation.
Right. And Tina doing a little bit of grinding here.
Yeah.
Looks like JT's ignoring it.
Yep. This is one of the major route divergences across all runners is
Right.
how often they shop and what they buy.
So this is the incredibly high-skilled game. I'm calling heads, tails right now. Because I'm a monster.
Oh, very nice.
That's really good luck, but I'm kind of disappointed.
So that game is you have to guess 3 times in a row if the coin will be heads or tails. There is actually nothing more to it than that. You just have to be lucky, or if you fail 3 times, you're guaranteed to go through the 4th time.
Yeah, so at least there's a maximum amount of time that you can waste on it, but really all we do is just mash heads, so that's why we hope for heads.
And here's the manly man with
Oh,
his manly mask.
heads.
Who starts fire?
Heads.
Tails.
Oh! All right, so now Nori, he got the manly musk. Now he's the man your man could smell like.
Ooh, Tina getting really bad luck.
And he's going to use that to enter the oubliette of suffering. Oh man, Tina.
Yeah, unfortunately Tina failed 3 times, but at least she didn't have to go too far left and right, but I think she failed once at all 3 of them, so that's kind of bad.
That is pretty bad luck. She got heavily trolled. So, you remember the Risky Shuffle? This is the dungeon that is completely broken by the Risky Shuffle.
Yes, and this is also the dungeon where you get the dash, right?
Yes, it is.
Yep. So funny enough, you're supposed to do this whole alignment puzzle and this and that, but turns out you only need to align one thing if you can use the Risky Shuffle, because the distance they can do it is just that short. And it's this right here. Bam! That's it. That's the entire dungeon.
Now he's going to go fight the end boss. Yeah, normally you have to like line up the elevators and ensure you have a certain walking distance, but nope. So that cuts out like 1.5 to 2 minutes. So Tina is about to enter as well.
Let's see, I'm curious to see what resources JT is going to use here.
This is Dagron, the massively misspelled monstrosity.
All right, super and a pipe ball.
All right, good start.
Yeah, this boss looks easy when it's done correctly, but boy, is it easy to lose control.
Yeah. You basically have to guess where Dagron is going to stop so you can, wow.
That was a very good fight.
You have to guess where Dagron is going to stop so you can swat him out of the air and do a bunch of damage to him. And if you guess wrong, you are in for a world of hurt. So Tina is going to try her hand.
Super. Okay, also a super and a normal pike ball.
Yeah. Nori, he needs some super pike balls or else the final boss is going to be really tough. So here's something interesting. Normally we would just pirate flare immediately after the dungeon, but ooh, Tina's having ooh,
Come on,
a
Tina.
little bit of trouble here.
No biggie.
Oh, it still got stunned. That was neat.
And go down. So yeah, basically, Nori, he has to leave the Village of Lost Souls because it is considered to be inside, and you can
There
only
we go.
use a pirate flare if
Good
you're
job.
outside.
Good job, Tina.
Well done, Tina.
Tina, very good job there. So if you're wondering who is ahead in the race, I don't know.
It's about to come together. After Frostbite Island, that's where
Convergence
JT's
point?
gonna get those 2 cackle bats. But I believe that's the only difference right now is a little bit of shopping and those 2 cackle bats.
Yeah. So it's really hard to say here. Oh, good luck finding this cackle bat, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one that I found in my casual playthrough.
I'm pretty sure I found it on accident in my casual playthrough. Like I wasn't paying attention and just went straight into the wall.
Oh, and Tina, that was another invisible wall on that side of the room there, and she got stopped by it, unfortunately. It's really annoying, and that's why we use delayed dashes. But she's out of there, and now she's going to be moving on to Frostbite Island.
And the next Cacklebat that JT is going to kill has a little bit of explanation. So usually we'd want to kill as little things, as few things as possible with this dash, because every time you hit something, it wastes a little bit of time. It slows you down. But you might notice here that the time gets shorter and shorter and shorter the more you hit, and the damage you deal gets higher and higher and higher. So what we're going to try to do is get enough damage on this charge so that we can two-shot. Oh, we got it! Nice.
That was extremely fast and lucky Cacklebat kill. R.I.P. Barney, by the way.
Oh, Barney's the very first wolf, actually, so he's good.
No, not
I
on
saved him.
Tina's screen.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, we named that. I think we have names for every wolf in this area, but I don't know what they are.
Really?
Yeah, and
that's cool.
Someone in the Discord knows the names of every wolf on this island.
I had no idea, but I'm also not surprised.
All right, so now Nori, he's leaving Frostbite Island, and he's entering Propeller Town. And for some reason, he started on a frozen island, he went up, and it got warmer. We're not really sure how that works.
It's the tropics, it's science.
I said that last time, and the entire chat was saying heat rises, which is not how it works.
But seriously, though, there's probably like some giant engine or something that's powering all of this, that's fueling the heat or, you know, science or something. Ooh, pretty unlucky.
Tina got trolled by the Cacklebat. It went the wrong direction, so she doesn't get the quick kill. Yeah, you can see you are not meant to do a dash at almost any point in Propeller Town, so the risky shuffle just breaks it into tiny pieces.
Yep. And the other important thing, too, is the only item we're not supposed to have at this point is the cannons. Everything else would have been gotten in a normal playthrough by now.
Yeah, the cannons, they are a big help, especially climbing these chains here like what Tina is doing. Yeah, it's very good climbing here from Tina. Both of them had a very good climb.
JT heading towards the last Cacklebat in this area.
And look on Tina's screen, you're supposed to ride this very slow floating chain while avoiding these spiked blocks, but you can risky shuffle, so you go wherever you want to go. She dropped a charge there, but I don't think it's going to be a huge deal.
No, that room's pretty quick. It's nice to get that delayed dash, but it's not the worst if you don't get it.
All right, so Nori is nearly done here. He just has to meet everyone's favorite moron. So Bolo, he got a part-time job working for evil. So we need to deliver this piece of evil to a villain that he's been working on. So he gets to leave Propeller Town. Tina is nearly done. She just has to go through the last few rooms and get a Cacklebat. But Nori also has some extra Cacklebats to pick up, so it is closer than it looks.
Right, this is the other forced bit of backtracking that we have to do in this run. But all the backtracking is going to be done after this last little quest to get together Ammo Baron's pirate crew. Or whatever they are.
You said crew twice in a row.
I don't even know what they are.
All right, so Nori just has a couple of Cacklebats left. And one thing that we didn't point out is when we left the Oubliette of Suffering, the Manly Man gave us a lost soul that we're going to put to use right here. Tina, whoa, very nice dodge of those bats. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, JT did that as well, and I had no idea that was possible.
You think you just hold right and it works out. All right, so now we give over the lost soul, and it turns out it's the spirit of Barracuda Joe, which is a soul but with a funky fresh mustache. And he's also going to talk and hand over the death mask to get the pirate flare that he desperately needs in order to escape Spiderweb Island.
Which that's a really conveniently placed pirate flare for the run, honestly.
Yeah, but
yeah, we would have used up all of our pirate flares in almost all of the categories right before this last shopping trip. So the fact that that there is really convenient.
Very much so. And Tina, I believe, now has every piece of dark magic in the game.
That is correct.
So she has now unlocked the true ending and the true final boss, as Nori does a little bit of shopping. All right, so he picked up a bunch of stuff.
I also wasn't paying attention to what he bought.
I saw him get some super pike balls, some potions, which he can use for animation skips. And I think there was some monster milk thrown in there as well.
I believe so. I can confirm that his money total is in fact smaller than it was when he started.
Oh, those are eagle eyes right there.
Most importantly, I bought the bubbles I'm missing, so.
Oh yeah, the bubble shields are extremely important.
They're also really easy to forget.
Oh, we are set up for one of the best tricks in the game right here. Gonna see it in just a second. As this guy here turns into Chinese knockoff He-Man.
Legally distinct
Legally
He-Man.
distinct He-Man.
This one's for you, Turkey.
Nutbuster! Nobody knew what that just happened, do they? Pay attention when Tina does it to where exactly the pirate flare launches upward.
I don't think Tina does it anymore.
Okay, but yeah, there's a reason we call it the Nutbuster. Like, there are 3 people on the Discord who are thoroughly enjoying this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, and correct, Tina is not doing the Nutbuster. But Nori is picking up the last Cacklebat that he needs.
Yep,
By the way,
this is...
Shantae is confirmed long jump champion of Sequinland.
Don't even have to touch the ground.
Nope.
And actually, crazy enough, I think they're going to be using their pirate flares at almost the same time. Yeah, they're really, really close. So all of the run
Yeah.
divergences are
just
coming to a
noticed.
head right now.
Just notice that Tina did, in fact, do the Nutbuster, and he had a visual reaction to it. All right, so now the runs are more or less converged.
Yep.
Barracuda Joe is back to life just in time to break up with Sky.
He's had a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah. And so we've just handed over Bolo's targeting module so that the Ammo Baron can destroy Sequinland Palace.
Yep. But,
So long
you
as-
said the factory, right? You can destroy the factory?
Oh, yeah, of course, yes. Just as planned. So that bomb did not land where it was supposed to. Instead of destroying the palace, it opened up the path to the final dungeon. Do not ever let Bolo handle your electronics. So Tina is now doing a little bit of shopping.
Right, I forgot that Tina hadn't done her shopping yet. So... Oh, JT going with a safety save.
Yeah, this is the last known problem I have with crashing, so got to be prepared.
All right, but yeah, look at how close it has now come. It is now within a handful of seconds between these two.
It's really close.
So now...
Oh, Tina getting super pike ball.
Very nice. So it could come down, like, well, the Steel Maggot is certainly going to have a say.
Do you want to start explaining Steel Maggot now, or do you want to wait a little bit?
Let's wait for a little bit, I guess. So Tina, she's using some animation skips right here. This is what Nori bought those potions for. So he does not have to use these. You do not have to see the animation of getting the keys. It saves about 2 or 3 seconds each time, added up over a whole run, maybe like 10, 15 seconds if you're lucky.
It also changes the cycle in this room.
Oh, that's very important too. So if you're really unlucky here, you can get just instantly crushed by falling objects. It's not fun.
Yeah, I think that's the cycle that she was referring to.
Right there. So she managed to escape death by ice block, and now she's going to fight the Steel Maggot. So who wants to explain the Steel Maggot?
I can take it. So Steel Maggot has 3 switches on his back. What order do you hit the switches in? That's a good question. Nobody knows, and it's random every run. Tina, unfortunately, having some pretty bad luck. At least if you make a mistake, even though it resets, you're able to, it keeps the pattern until his tail pops out. And the tail is the only spot that actually takes damage.
Nori is not using his bubble shield here, even though he has a spare.
I do?
Yes, you do. You have 4 bubble shields.
Does he?
Whoops.
Right, so the bubble shield does make this boss.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I like that you were the only one who noticed that. Ooh, close.
Yeah, so this boss.
Oh, is he gonna get? Oh,
No,
just
he did
missed
not.
it.
So Well, there we go. The two of them, they have finished so close together. This has been an amazing race.
Yeah, they're really close. I'm glad that Steel Maggot didn't pull one direction or the other.
Yeah, it was pretty equivalent RNG between the two, which is rare to see, but it makes for a good race. So yeah, the bubble shield lets you avoid that huge ammo blast that comes out of the Steel Maggot, and you can immediately try another button combination without waiting.
Right. In case it's not very obvious, the bubble shield doesn't do anything against direct or contact damage, but it will consume projectiles when it runs into it.
So that is 5 accidental pauses from Nori. So that's $50.
All right, get him. Swag it up.
Hey. Oh, okay. It's Seagull swag. It's not bad. It's not bad.
There are 2 pieces of swag here that you can do. That's 2. Oh man, between the 2, I've been not paying attention. That's $70, isn't it?
Yep. One Roddy Top's death.
Yeah.
One Void Walk.
Yes!
There we go. Doesn't
Nori's-
that look nice?
It looks nice. You basically dash into that room, but you are forced to do it at walking speed, so it's like you're like skidding through a kitchen floor with wool socks or something.
Oh, that's another one.
That's 8.
I think we're at 110, I think? No, 100 total, because one
100.
Void Walk, one Risky Death, and then all of those.
Don't forget the capture and tan line.
Oh, yeah.
How much is that? I'm
20,
scared.
25.
Okay.
Yep.
Could be worse. All right, and so both of them they are now charging towards the final dungeon. Tina getting a little bit stopped there. It might have been intentional.
Nope.
Okay. So now we get to one of the final challenges. This is the climb. So this particular Pirate Master Palace, it has 3 challenges in it that are really horrible to do for speedrunners, so we don't do them. We just skip them.
Though this
Right
this
there.
trick is still really, really tough. We're basically very precisely timing the cannon with the hat so that we can get just enough pixels vertically to just barely make it into these platforms. It's incredible that you have to do this. How many times in a row? Is it 6, 7, 8?
It depends on how many you want to do. It's at least 3.
Right.
5 is common. Nori, he missed 1. Nori missed 2. I'm going to stop talking. Tina had an extremely good climb, and
Tina's climb was really good.
She is now about to go and face the final boss, and this is really what you all donated for right here.
And it's going to be crazy. I believe she has enough resources for the
Yeah,
whole,
I'm good.
the whole thing?
good
Okay,
there? All
so
right.
Tina's good.
So this is the Pirate Master. This is the evil dude that would have been omnipresent throughout the entire game if we cared about the story, but we don't. No, why
Oh,
would...
good, and it looks like JT has full resources as well.
All right, so we're going to have some quick boss fights here, sort of. Tina's having a very good fight. There is a little bit of RNG here as to where the Pirate Master warps to. And both of them had just about equivalent RNG, I want to say. And so Tina is about to finish the first phase.
Yep. So this first phase is where any percent ends, but since you all so kindly donated for the all dark magic incentive, we are losing all of this pirate gear that we've had the entire game, and we're going to fight the Pirate Master's true form. And it's going to be a thing.
The music here is amazing, by the way.
It is really good. A common running theme throughout this
it
entire
looks
game.
extremely cool.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
This is very, very precise here. With only one hair upgrade, every bit of damage counts. If you miss a cycle, that adds at least 30 seconds to your boss fight. All right, we're turning up the music. Thank you very much.
And just a reminder from what we said earlier, any hit here is a death.
Right.
So tensions are high.
The bubble shield is extremely useful because you don't have to dodge all of these little pellets here. And so Tina is now going to try to one-cycle this phase. It's looking good to start out. Lots of damage, but it's so... Yes,
that was
she
it.
got
There we go.
one cycle.
There's one more one cycle to go. JT's getting his shot at it.
This is looking good for JT as well.
Yeah, it's not very obvious, but what they're actually doing here is they're spamming jump because of a glitch. They're able to double jump in the air, and they're able to
very
maintain
nice.
it. Nice.
And so now over on Tina's side, she just got back all the dark magic, repurposed as light magic, and she just got her genie powers back. And now she gets to wreck shop.
Yep. And it's going to be saying 999 damage, but that's actually a lie. It's doing the normal amount of damage that it always does, but it just says 999 because, man, is that cool.
It's super cool. And so despite the appearance of the damage numbers, it is still extremely important that you use both a Super Monster Milk and a Super Pike Ball.
Which I did not know in my casual playthrough.
You know, I didn't know it either.
Yeah, I remember explicitly being like, oh, I'm not going to use these. They're pointless. Tina's chilling in the corner there, which is a safe space from the guns. Let's see if she can get the second one cycle.
This
A
one
little bit low on damage, so it's going to be really, really close.
Fingers crossed.
There
Yes,
Is that
she
it?
got
Nice.
it. And Nori's going to try the same thing.
Yep. And Tina's got one more
So
phase.
time is on the 4th cannonball hitting the skull.
Nori, fingers crossed.
Tina using a
Yes,
super
he
pike
gets
ball.
it too. And so she's basically stun locking him.
Yep. Is she on? That's 3, right? So Tina's got.
Oh, and missed.
So close. So close. You can do it, Tina.
Oh, goodness. This could be the difference maker right here.
Actually, I think Tina still has her auto push.
I do. Need you to calm down and come here.
Time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on. It's so close.
Come on, Tina, get him.
You got it locked
Get him.
in.
Oh, come on.
Get
One more, come on.
This
Oh,
is rough.
goodness. This is really prop. Yes,
Get him.
locked
Get
in.
him. Get him. Get him.
Time.
Good job.
Time. Yeah. Well done. What an incredibly close race.
I did not see that coming.
Holy
I did
cow.
I did not see it coming down to the final
That
phase.
that was
of the
incredible.
final boss.
That was absolutely incredible.
Yes, that was.
Was it by 12 seconds? Tell me it was by 12
Please
seconds.
tell me it was by 12 seconds.
It was really entertaining.
That was really good.
Thank you for joining us with your live first-time reactions to this run.
Yeah, and I want to give some shout-outs really quick to just to the Shantae community as a whole. Just everyone coming together for the tournament that we had not too long ago, and everyone being there for me since day one. I mean, SoundDefense was a great inspiration for me to get into this, and he was there on my first speedrunning stream. It wasn't quite a speed run back then, but you know.
It was a run.
It was a run, but just everyone coming together, and shout-outs to everyone who continues to go around and really help out any new runners for this game as well. So, you know, shout-outs to everyone for that regard.
Yep. And by the way, it was a 105.03 for JT and 105.18 for Tina.
Man.
So close.
Extremely well done. So we looked through, we might be seeing their in-game times.
Yeah, it depends. We got to get moving, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to the Discord. If you're interested in running this game, please show up. We're going to be doing bingo races soon, so please tune in for that.
And thanks for having us at GDQ.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, TASBot.
All right, that was an awesome, awesome close race. Holy moly. Good job to both runners there and the couch crew with some awesome commentary. I'm going to be running a quick Twitch ad here while we switch hosts. So we'll be right back with Musical Daredevil taking over from my spot here hosting. Stay tuned.
All right, welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick. Summer Games Done Quick is sponsored by ViewSonic. ViewSonic is a leading global provider of visual solution products. They are monitor experts with 30 years of experience. ViewSonic gaming monitors. We game with you. For more information, go to www.viewsonic.com/gaming. Summer Games Done Quick is also sponsored by Wave Dash Games. They have many games, including Icons Combat Arena, a new era of platform fighters. This game is free to play and on PC. You can join the open beta weekend right now. Get your Steam key at beta.icons.gg. So now that we have just come back from that ad break, we are actually going to be doing a little bit of maintenance backstage here. We're going to be taking a few things away for a few minutes, but don't worry, the stream will still be up, and hopefully it shouldn't take more than, well, a few minutes. And so we should get back soon to some more Games Done Quick. All right, looks like I'm back. I can hear the audio again. Audio's back. How about all you out there in the audience? You guys there? All right, audience is back too. Awesome. That was pretty quick, guys. Awesome job. And now, coming up next, get your ears ready for Covert Muffin playing Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. All right, there's our music. Excellent. Coming up next, get your ears ready for Covert Muffin playing Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. Those of you who are... Those of you who were around for SGDQ 2018 may remember the human campaign played by Sajiki. And this time it is Covert Muffin who is on the couch playing the Undead campaign, so definitely get excited for that. And in the meantime, let's get to your donations. We have a $30 anonymous donation, donating to SGDQ instead of spending on the Steam Summer Sale. Better investment? We have $100 from Eric S160. Keep up the good work. We have a $500 donation from FaZe Sero Tom. We have the anonymous $250 donation. SGDQ combines two of my favorite activities, watching speedruns and helping the world. Doctors Without Borders is the best charity on the planet. I hope that the work they do can serve as an inspiration for a world without borders of any kind. At least any border you can't clip through. We have $100 from Maryland. I came from a country that required the aid that MSF brings. It's a worthy cause that's worth celebrating with the great work that you all do. Keep it up. We have $150 from Atlas 125. Normally have to work during the event and don't get to watch. This time I got the week off. Can't wait to see some of my favorite games get broken. Good luck to all the runners. We have an anonymous $15 donation. Shoutouts to the designers of the stream interface. It just keeps getting better every year. This is my favorite one yet. The colors, the logos, and those screen transitions are so sick. I definitely want to give a shout out to support class. They've done an amazing job with all of the layouts this year. We have $150 from C727. Thanks for putting all this together and good luck on the runs, everyone. We have $50 from the Kuroskai. It's that time of year again when my productivity hits rock bottom for a week. Thanks for giving me a great excuse to use at work. This donation goes to Runner's Choice. We have $100 from AT, who just says, hi. We have $10 from Sean198. So excited for SGDQ. Slightly less excited for the complete lack of sleep I'll be getting this week, but good luck to all the runners and staff. Heart. We have $150 from Shindetsuku. Second time donating. Love GDQ. I look forward to these events every year. Good luck to all the runners. Thanks to all the crew and everyone involved. We have $250 from Profit Twitch. Let's go. We have $50 from STKW. First time donator, I hope we see some great runs this week. You guys run a great show here. We have $20 from G. Chris. Hello, SGDQ. Good luck to all the runners. We have $50 from Red Mage 3,555. That's a lot of Red Mages. So excited for another GameStone Quick Marathon. Let's have some fun and support a great cause. 3 million hype. We have $25 from Bella. Here's to a fun and exciting filled week. We have $113 from DWins144. No better way to celebrate my birthday than to enjoy the beginnings of SGDQ 2018. Good luck, everyone. We have $10 from Joyful Clover. This is only my third time watching a GDQ. Taking a break from studying for my neurophysiology exam Wednesday, and I am really blown away by the amount of support my fellow gamers have for such a wonderful cause. As a veterinary school student, I do have to ask that you kill the frames and save the animals. Much love, guys. We have $250 from Maxilar Sweil. I think I pronounced that correctly. Probably not, though. Hi, SGDQ. Thanks for this happening and bravo in advance. Hi, runners. Good luck, everyone. You rock. Hi, viewers. Enjoy this show. You and everyone are awesome. we have an anonymous $15 donation. So pumped for the next week of awesome speedruns. Good luck to all the runners, and thank you to everyone who makes these marathons possible. One of the best weeks of the entire year. And it looks like we are all done on setup, so take it away, Covert Muffin, with Warcraft 3.
Yes, all right. Hello, guys. My screen name is Covert Muffin, known as the #2 Muffin, because we all know that there is clearly a better muffin. Anyways, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking down Warcraft III Reign of Chaos Undead campaign. And so it's a really great RTS speedrun made